Balanced and nutritious meals are essential to living a healthy lifestyle at all ages. However, it is especially important and beneficial for the elderly to keep good nutrition in mind. 87% of the elderly population has a chronic disease that may be improved through healthier eating habits. Here to remind us how increasingly important nutrition is as we age is Dorothy C. with the University of Florida Institute for Food and Agricultural Services. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, as we said, it's important for all of us to eat well, but seniors may not. And what are some of the causes or reasons for malnutrition among the elderly?
Well, among the elderly, malnutrition oftentimes is caused because of an inadequate diet or an unbalanced diet, not getting enough dense nutrients in their diet, or not eating enough of the foods that are high in nutrients that the body needs to maintain optimal health.
But what are some of the causes? I mean, is this basically maybe someone who's living alone who just doesn't want to bother to cook like they used to for themselves, or is this due to income levels and cutting corners? Or just tell us some of the, probably all of the above, but tell us a little bit about some of the real day-to-day causes.
All of the factors. Statistics support that individuals that do live alone, especially men, tend to not consume an adequate diet. Oftentimes it's because cooking and preparing foods. For one, it's very hard to prepare a meal for just one sometimes. Also, we add social into that aspect of eating alone. We know that we socialize when we eat, and we associate celebrations, parties, almost all of our holidays and so forth with some type of foods. And so therefore, oftentimes eating alone tends to deter people from cooking foods and eating a well-balanced diet. Also, income is another factor that influences malnutrition in the elderly. Oftentimes not enough funds available to purchase foods that are considered nutrient-dense foods to consume a well-balanced, nutritious diet.
And they need to come to our congregate meal sites. We've got 17 places in Escambia and Santa Rosa County where they can come have lunch and socialize through the day and participate in recreation as well. So we'll make sure that we kind of get that out there again as well. Well, maybe what should someone do if they are suspicious that a family member or a neighbor is not eating properly? What should they be looking for, and what can they do to help? Maybe, is it education, or what can they do to help this person?
Well, I think education is an important aspect, but also spending some time maybe with that individual in planning menus, or if possible, going grocery shopping, preparing food, share a meal with that individual. And then as you mentioned, there are a lot of programs available here in Escambia County that also can meet the needs of the elderly, not only as far as nutrition, but as far as social also. Congregate meal sites in Escambia County, and also Meals on Wheels would be an excellent service for an individual that is not getting an adequate diet.
Yeah, we have lots of comments that the socialization part of even Meals on Wheels is a primary thing that a lot of people think is just really, a great thing to do. Well, what are some of the benefits of eating healthier as we age, specifically regarding the aging process?
Well, actually, as far as the aging process and immune system, healthy immune system is important. Oftentimes that influences the quality of life. Eating nutritious foods, oftentimes with certain types of nutrients, especially if there are certain health problems that we know the individual may have. For example, diabetes, eating a healthy diet, making sure blood sugar levels and so forth are maintained, adds to the quality of that individual's life.
So what type of food should people be eating? If you really had to keep it real simple for an elderly person, what should they make sure that they're including in their diet?
Lots of fruits and vegetables, at least 3 servings a day from the vegetable group and 2 from the fruit groups. 6 servings of grains and cereals are recommended, and also the dairy group is very important. Low-fat dairy products, 3 servings, and protein, 2 servings a day from protein. Tufts University has revised the My Pyramid for the elderly and recommends consumption of certain nutrients in certain amounts as we age. As we age after age 50, our body tends to slow down quite a bit as far as cell activity and muscle mass, and so therefore we don't need as many nutrients. We're not as active as we were at an earlier age.
So that's why it's dictated this change in the pyramid?
Yes.
Well, what about going out to restaurants? That's another thing that especially people who may live alone, it's in some cases it may be cheaper to go out than to fix a meal and to spend the time fixing the meal. What's your take on going to restaurants, and what should people look out for?
Well, eating out oftentimes presents a lot of problems for individuals, especially individuals that have some health problems or specific health conditions. If you can share with, if an individual can share with someone else a meal, or order off the menu, order an appetizer, ask if there are lunch portions served at the evening meal, or can they half-size the meal. Ask that foods be prepared in a special manner, no added salt, a healthier food preparation, baking, broiling, grilling as compared to fried. Substitution for maybe that baked potato with all the sour cream or butter, a vegetable entree on the side as a side dish would be an excellent way of cutting back on some of that. As far as salads, we tend to all start our meal with a salad. Ask for your dressing to be served on the side so that the individual can add the dressing amounts that they need. Ask that sauces and gravies also be served on the side.
Not quite as good, but it sounds like it's better for us. And I assume that would apply at home as well.
At home as well.
Well, tell us a little bit about some easy things that people may be able to do as they think about going shopping, or they think about planning a meal. What are some real easy kind of steps they can take to try to make sure that they're eating right?
Planning menus is key component to planning a well-balanced diet. Plan menus, shop with the menu and foods that are going to be prepared in mind, making sure that all the nutrients from the My Pyramid are included every day in your meal, making sure that 3 meals a day or several small snacks a day are prepared would be an excellent way in preparing foods for a well-balanced diet.
Okay. Well, where can elderly people get more information on these things that you've talked about, the altered pyramid, or just some of the things you've talked about, including or recipes? What kind of educational information is out there? The
mypyramid.gov website provides all the information on the Food Guide Pyramid for the elderly. There are a lot of programs in our local county area that address nutrition. Physicians, dietitians, some type of nutrition counseling, a nutritionist, and also at the University of Florida Extension Service, we have programs and workshops that address specific needs for nutrition for individuals, not only just the elderly, but for young adults and children.
Well, if someone's interested in some of your programs, whom should they contact and how? Is there a phone number you could give us?
Yes. The Extension Service number is 475-5230. And there are several agents in our office that teach various different aspects of nutrition.
Great, and you got a great place to come visit, so it's one more reason to go. Well, Dorothy, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.